Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, I'm going to start it off with two poses. That's probably why I was a little bit later to start my stream. I found two poses that I really liked. One I had a while back and another one that I just came across. So, let's see. First one, let me zoom out a bit so I make sure I maximize this bad boy. Okay, I'm going to put a mermaid on an anchor. Let's see, and let's see. Usually the chains are pretty rigid, but because of this particular mermaid. Now I'm wondering, yeah, no, I'll just keep going on this size. And she comes about like right here. And so what I usually do is try to get like the gesture pose. This one I found on Pixel Lovely many moons ago, and I'm just converting it to a mermaid's tail. So I'm gonna have part of the tail kind of be foot-like, and then the other part I'm going to see if I can get it to wrap around a bit. Let's see, her butt's about right here. And these are her legs, or where her tail would split. Just like one pissed off mermaid, just kind of getting ready to come up to the top and raise some hell. It's like, stop polluting my damn ocean. Alrighty. And this time I'm going to have her holding a very different looking harpoon gun. I gotta close some windows here. Let's see, close that one. I'll close this one. Yeah, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to color this in time, since I did take a little bit longer. She's in somewhat of a perspective. I was thinking about maybe moving her arm this way. Let me see. Now I could put her in a net. Let's see. That's a thought. So yeah, this particular harpoon gun is going to have like a shark's head or some sort of sea creature's head. And just have like these wicked barbs on it. well, I'll just do it like this for now. We'll give it like a diamond shape. And we'll toss her hair back this way so she's going with the waves. I've done this pose before, but I'm like, ooh, I think this might work. Let's see, so let me take this, make it a little smaller. That way I can kind of fit the anchor in as well. Let's see, so this would be, oops, bring that up like that. About right there. Let's see. This is part of the anchor that's turning this way. So put the hole here. It's got like a little area here. And I want her foot to kind of rest on part of this. Alright, and then see the ground will be down here, sky will be up there, and this will be a chain. Okay. Let's see if we can work on this face here. Get mermaids that are fed up. Kamikaze mermaids. So I got one that's kind of angry, and then I'm going to do one that's just a little girl who's kind of happy and she's just swimming around. Alright, let's do another layer. And we'll see if my little lines work. Let me go ahead and drop the opacity on this one. That way I can see it a little bit better. Oops, wrong layer. There we go. Alrighty. Thinking she's looking up to get ready to attack. I'm thinking about putting a shadow of a boat once I get to the other program, when I get ready to color. Right now I'm in Adobe Draw. Hey Julie, good morning. Yeah, I tried to pop on last night, but I was so damn tired. I got home at 6 and I was just like, I couldn't keep my eyes open by 8:30. I saw a car on fire. I was riding home to catch my second bus. Well, if I, and I saw this car smoking, and I'm like, man, I know what it's like to have a car that's just like overheated and stuff. And then I saw flames popping out, and I'm like, oh, dog, you are in trouble. And then I'm like, you know, where, and I saw people on the phone, it looked like, and it was at, of all places, a gas station. I'm like, you have a burning car at a gas station, or a smoking car. Luckily, he wasn't at the pumps. He was a few feet away from the pumps. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? And I'm just looking at the smoke. I'm looking at the smoke, and I'm like, anytime now, it's gonna cool down, and you know, the guy will be able to do whatever he's got to do, because I know what it's like to have a car that's kind of smoking like that. And then the shit caught fire. I'm like, oh hell no. And this is at a gas station. I'm like, and then there's apartments not too far from it, and a couple buildings really close to it. And I'm like, oh no 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 no. So I start to, you know, I pull out my phone, and I was just about to call the fire department. And I'm like, you know what? Let me be one of those people who film this crap. And then, but I was filming it to see how long the fire department would take to get there. And I stopped filming after 6 minutes. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You know, and what really got me was that the fire department's just right up the street. It was only about half a mile up the street. I shit you not. It took them almost 10 minutes to get there. By the time they got there, and I was already riding away, and I noticed them finally coming. It had already been more than 75% burnt down, the car, and it was just insane. I'm like, why does it take so long for these people just to ride down the street to put out a fire? And then about I want to say 5 minutes after the fire department got there, the big fire trucks got there, then they had the paramedics and the fire chief or whatever, fire investigator or whatever, I don't know, the other vehicles that were showing up, riding down the street. And I'm like, you guys gotta be kidding me. Now, I can understand if they had maybe another fire they were at, and they had to get there. But I'm like, how many trucks does this department have? And what another thing is that there's two fire departments. There's one that's close to my house that's I want to say 5 miles from the other fire department. Any one of them fools could have gone there. And as I was sitting there watching and waiting for this fire truck to get there, I saw some other people standing and filming, and I'm like, oh my gosh. The guy that was driving the car, when I was riding up, well, on the other side of the street, I saw him, I guess he went into the gas station maybe to get something to drink or something. I don't know. It was pretty hot yesterday. And I saw him, a young black guy. He noticed when it was started to actually catch fire, he ran to the car, pulled something out of the back seat. I'm like, God, don't let there be any kids back there. But I think it was pretty much clothes. He had just gone and grabbed his clothes while it was on fire. But I'm like, man, why does... And it's not like it's a rural road. It was... Come on, Pinterest. It's just insane. And so I, instead of embarrassing myself and posting it online, because, you know, I don't want everybody to see my, you know, karma's a bitch. I didn't want, you know, to embarrass the guy. I know there's already people filming, but I just wanted to see how the response. I just wanted to see how long it would take our fire department that's right up the street, half a mile up, to respond. And it was just pathetic. And you could hear the car popping and parts of it exploding before it got to the, what is it called? To the gas tank, or whatever it is that cars have. And you could just hear the pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, oh, see, my Negro survival instincts were kicking in. And I'm like, you know what? He's at a gas station. These people are taking too long to get here. And all it takes is for that fire to spread. And if things explode the way I think they would, even though I'm across the street, I'm still in danger. So I took off. I was like, I'm gone. I got pictures to draw. I got things to do. They'll get there eventually, and sure enough, they did. But it was the response was just pathetic. Totally pathetic. And traffic wasn't that heavy for rush hour. It was pretty rough. Yeah, thank you, Julie. And it was more of a residential area too. So like where I was, there was like a golf course, little mini golf course, a school. Actually, yeah, there was a little school. God, private. I guess it was like a little private school, right next to the golf course. And then there's apartments behind the gas station. And I'm like, wow, people. And we have multiple fire stations. And I'm like, why is it taking so long? And I hate calling 911. I don't know why. You know, you shouldn't, but it's like I do. It's just the way I know they're trained to do things a certain way, but it's like I don't call 911 unless it's an actual emergency where people are like dead and stuff, or dying or getting shot. Hell, I won't even call now if I'm hearing gunshots, because these fools. Sorry, I can't say that. I can't call them fools. Everybody's got that survival instinct. they come late. I remember there was some guys on my cul-de-sac. These people were fighting. It's like a whole bunch of black ladies chasing this skinny little black guy around this car, like a ring of, they were like, it was almost like a game. It was almost comical. And they're chasing him, and you know how like some black guys, they like to wear their pants down off their butt, and you can see their underwear. I don't understand that crap. But it's like these big black ladies were chasing this scrawny white guy around a car. And later on, that scrawny black guy comes back, and he's got a gun. And the same black ladies, one of them, big girl, she's running down the damn street. I ain't never seen anybody run that fast in my life. And my apartment is like directly across from the street entrepreneurs, the pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. And what another thing that gets me is the cops know about it. They know about the people who deal across the street. I don't know. I just one of them came to my apartment building, and he's asking, where's blah blah blah, like Tawanda or some crazy name like that. And I'm like, who? And it's like I'm the type of person who goes into their house, locks the door, and I don't talk to nobody. I might say hi and goodbye, but I ain't sitting out there talking to folk. Because half of them are there's the wafting of, not alcohol, but weed. You can see cars sometimes just full of, smoke from the weed that they're smoking. And they ain't fooling anybody. Different cars pulling up and stuff like that. And I've been there for years. I've been at this place for years. I've seen all kinds of craziness happen. So I call the police when I see the guy shooting. And he runs or chases someone to this one lot that's like directly across from me. And I see the muzzle flash from his gun. And I'm like, oh hell no, there are kids in this neighborhood, And it was at least 6 o'clock. It was getting dark. It was pretty dark actually. So maybe 7, 8 o'clock. I don't know. It was dark. But I could see the muzzle flash. And I'm like, oh hell no. So I call the police, and these asses come right to my door. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, if you're gonna come and investigate something, come to my back door. Don't show these people that I ratted them out. I came through something like that before at another apartment building that I lived at. This guy was just beating the crap out of his lady. I mean, not just like smacking her around. He was kicking the shit out of her. He had her on the ground, and he was kicking her, there's a police substation 3 blocks away, right up the street from us. It took them 30 minutes to get there. My neighbors were walking around them. They didn't tell them, hey dude, you should stop. No, he was just steadily beating that ass. And then this lady comes, and she I guess knows the two, and told them to get into the house. And so by the time the cops arrived, they're like, where are they? They came right to my house. They're like, well, we're going to go talk to everybody. I'm like, yeah, sure you are. Sure you are, but the first place you come is my house. Oh, and then after that, those neighbors were looking at me all kinds of crazy and stuff. And when they did come to my place, they had the guy they finally found the guy, had him in the cop car, and they parked the car in a way that if all he had to do was kind of turn around, and he could see where the cops were going, right to my door. I didn't open the door. I told him, call me, here's my phone number, but do not come to my door. These people You know, and they're like, oh, we're gonna talk to everybody. I'm like, dumbass. You know, I live here. So it's like I understand why some people will not call the cops, and I'm one of them, because it's just the way that they. I don't know. It's just dumb. You know, but I mean, I've called, and what kills me is that these guys were, when he was beating his girl in broad daylight, it was like right in front of my apartment. I've got kids. They were teenagers at the time, and I'm like, oh hell no. So and I can't remember if they were home or if they were getting home. I don't think they were home at the time, thank goodness. But man, yeah, I won't call unless like somebody's like on, you know, something's on fire. And sometimes not even then. I just don't understand why they take so long. But there are times when I come home at the same apartment here, and there are cops just all over the damn place. And I'm like, where the hell were you guys last week? You know, at least be a presence, especially now. The police station is, or substation is what they call it, is it's 9 blocks up from me. Literally 9 blocks. I don't know. But even then, when I called them, they took forever. I heard this lady screaming, like around 2 or 3 o'clock. No, not even 2 o'clock. It was like, it was really early, like about the time that I would get ready to go to work. So about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, that must be somebody's TV. And then I'm like, no, there's no, because she's yelling, somebody help me, he's got a gun. He's going to shoot me and stuff like that. She's yelling that stuff. And I'm like, that's not a TV, because you'd hear music, you know, dramatic music and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm going to call the police. That's another time they came right to my door. I'm like, you dumbasses, go away. I'm done. I am so done with you. Oh man, we won't talk about it. We'll leave you, what's it called? Anonymous. I'm like, psh, you just came to my door. How anonymous is that? But by the time they finally got there, all the rats had disappeared. And who knows what was happening to the lady. You know, I've just got to the point where I'm numb. I'm done. But that police response was just ridiculous yesterday. Oh, police. There weren't any police. Usually the police would be the first ones there. No cops. I ain't never seen that. And I recorded for 6 minutes. 6 frickin' minutes. Oh, God, it was crazy. But, I don't know. What can you do? Okay, so I am not liking how thick these lines are. Let me see if I can get rid of them. I cannot. Okay, so let me see. If I drop the opacity on them. Okay. So I must have drawn on the other layer. I do not like the boobs. They are not looking too good. Okay, so it must be this layer. Let me see. But if I zoom out, I guess I kind of need those lines. Yeah, they're just thick right now. Oops. Let's see. But yeah, so it took frickin' forever. I didn't hear any explosions or anything like that, so maybe they know they got a certain amount of time that they can let a car burn before it causes real damage. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. And it's not like it was a predominantly black neighborhood or anything like that either, because usually they take even longer to respond. But when there's, I think, like an overdose here, they move pretty, I think they move pretty fast. Or they don't give a rat's ass. It's like, yeah, we'll get there after we have our coffee or something. Still in the middle of my donut. It's a good donut. If you had it, you'd understand. You know, that sort of thing. No, I can't belittle, you know, these guys have a hard freaking job. Especially when they're dealing with my neighbors and stuff. And they know who the neighbors are. They know them better than I know them. And I don't know them. Oh yeah, we know Tawanda. Yeah. Last thing we heard is she was gonna go to Georgia. I'm like, I don't even know her name. They asked me if she had any kids. I'm like, I don't know. You know, because it was Child Protective Services. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know these people. And then when they started to describe her, I'm like, oh, Tawanda. That bitch. Oh yeah, sure. She hadn't been here in ages. You know, it was a lady that they had evicted. I guess it was true, they were evicted. Their apartment was vacant. But since she had left, there have been other people who had lived there, and they were just ridiculous. Even more ridiculous than that one. I don't know. I think the apartment that was like next to me is like cursed, because it's like there was one lady there with her grandkid, but her boyfriend or whatever was weird. I think he wasn't even supposed to be around kids. And then I find out from her because she liked to talk. One of those people that don't want to let you go type of thing. But she says so many compelling things, it's like you don't want to go. It's like, what? It's like, did you know that your apartment was cracked in? And I'm like, no. They cleaned it up pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, they owned, some crackheads owned this part and this part, or drug dealers or whatever, so they were dealing drugs, doing drugs, creating drugs, in our area. And I'm like, oh God, wonderful. Oh, they're gone now. I'm like, oh, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, my property here has changed hands several times since I've been here. It's changed at least 3 times, or more. It's hard to keep up sometimes. But after that lady left, a guy, I thought he was pretty quiet, and his son, I guess, had moved in, and I woke up one morning to cops banging on my door. The night before the cops were banging on my door, there was someone banging on the neighbor's door asking him to let him in. And I didn't think they were home because they were at it for a long time. And then around 2 o'clock in the morning, somebody else knocks on that door saying, hey, let me in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, God, you guys, they're not home. You know, and I didn't know. I was home, when I get home from work, I shut the door, I don't know squat. And somebody leaves, comes back, and does it again. I'm like, they're not home. And then, that's when the cops bang on my door. And I'm like, God, dandruff. I wasn't going to open it. And then I opened it, and shit ton of cops. They're like, you guys got to leave. I'm like, what do you mean we got to leave? They're like, you got to go. And I'm like, okay. So I wake up my kids. We all go to IHOP. And we're thinking, okay, by the time we get done here at IHOP, we'll be able to go home, do whatever we got to do. We get back, and the whole neighborhood is like blocked off. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And it was like that from like 5 o'clock in the morning to about almost noon. It was just insane. We finally find out that my neighbor, the quiet guy, he was holding people hostage in his apartment. I don't know if it's his kids or his family or whatever, but he was holding someone hostage, and they were trying to get him out. And I'm like, oh God, really? Yes, girl, yes. See, something should have told me that this neighborhood was crazy when it was like the first week I had gotten here. It was like going on Thanksgiving, and the apartments across the street were on fire. Someone set them on fire. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is Thanksgiving. And they were very slow to put that crap out, too. And it was intentionally set. And then I would talk to, when I eventually would talk to other neighbors, they would tell me stories like, one of your neighbors was robbed like 3 times. I'm like, what? Yeah, 3 times they were robbed. And then another neighbor, their van was stolen twice. So note to self, do not buy a white van and come to this neighborhood, because they will steal that mug. Let's see. It's just nuts. Crap, am I drawing on the wrong layers? I must be. I know I've drawn these eyes twice. I don't want to draw these eyes. And that's not how it even looks. Let me erase this. Supposedly this is a head of a shark, or I think it was a shark. I thought it was a shark I was drawing. Let's see. Yeah, getting on about my neighbors, but yeah, I just cannot get over how long it took to get a police response. But I've seen like a lot of emergency vehicles when people overdose and stuff. My neighbors across from me, in the same little units, pregnant with her 4th or 5th kid. I lost count of them too. Someone in their house was being taken away for an overdose. Oh man, it's just insane. But let me just merge these down. Merge. See, I'm not sure if I like this face here. I think when I color it, it'll look a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, I think it will. But the lips, yeah. Sure, Scotland's not that bad. I'm sure you have your guys' areas where it is, but I just don't understand. And then, what was it? Just recently, my new neighbor was out yelling. They sounded like dogs barking. What it was someone was trying to throw trash in our parking lot area. But what got me was when I was going out to leave, she had a what is that thing called? A hockey stick. I'm like, what are you doing with that? Are you playing street hockey? And she's like, no, I was trying to keep this guy from throwing trash in our area. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. So unnecessary. And there was trash everywhere. I mean, it was just insane how much trash was outside. And people will hang out outside all night long. Let's see. Yeah, so if I... See, I like the face more on this one. I'll just merge them down. Yeah, I'll merge them down. But there's a lot of lines. Well, all I really need is the gist. Yeah, I think I should be okay. Alright, so there's pose 1. And I think I'll color it in just a bit. Let's see, I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, because it's just a bear to color around the eyes and stuff like that in the other program. Let's see, her tone. I wonder, I'm going to try to export this. Image. Let's see. I wonder if it'll let me. Let's see. Image. It won't let me change the way it's saved. Okay, let's see. Clipboard. Oh, it's not on the clipboard. Let's see. I want to use the square. Yeah, we'll use the square. Let's see if that'll work. Okay. I wanted to try to get it. I wanted to see if I... Let's see, insert a photo. There we go. If it'll go in transparent, and it doesn't look like it is. Let me see. Nope. It's coming in just like I would have if I did it off the clipboard. Let's see. Let's see, she's got about this tone, but lighter. Okay, it's transparent enough so it's not going to monkey with. Okay, yeah, it's transparent enough so I should be able to use this. And I do probably want it to go over certain spots. But it's not transparent like I like it. But yeah, it has its moments. No doubt. Yeah, I shouldn't be sweating it too much. I just try to do the best I can with what I've got, and I'm not asking for much. Just don't break into my house and steal the little things that I have, because it's not much. Just don't shoot out the place because there's kids around. It's not asking for too much. And they're the ones that have the most kids. Makes no sense. Alright. Okay, so this is the first pose. I need to go on to the next one. Let's see. Because I didn't expect to color this today. Let's see. So at least I know it can do it. Let me get rid of this. But I think I'd rather color the other one and then just put the stuff on top. It's doing okay. Alright, let's go back. Okay, and then the other pose I had in mind, cute little girl. Alright, let's see. And all she's like doing a little bit of running. Come on, mouse, where are you? Okay, and these are all rough, so hopefully I'll get the idea to go ahead and finish them. Let's see, I'm going to go on a vacation next week. I think it's next week. And I'll be gone for about 5 days, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be near my computer, but I will probably upload a few things if I've got them. I'll try to leave you guys a little bit of content or something, so you don't not left hanging. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go see my daughter, who's in Texas. And she says she told all her little friends that I was coming, and I'm like, oh, those poor things. Let's see your crazy mother. A little low right here. She just looked too cute to not draw. Let's see, and she's doing this sort of thing. And she's got this little, well, big flower in her hair, and I'm going to make that into like a sea anemone. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's 5:28. But yeah, I'm trying not to greet. I did my greeting while I was watching that stupid fire. Oh, wrong layer. Drop the opacity. There we go. See, about right here. I always have a hard time with one eyebrow. not perfect. This eyebrow I can do just fine, but it's when I have to go in the opposite direction. Let me try it one more time with less strokes. Okay, she had a little cute little head like this. Little button nose. I hate how the brushes change if you open a new file. Like, I don't want you to change, I want you to stay the same. Let's see. Let's see, she's got a big smile. And yet it still does this. Okay, maybe it's just what this brush does. Maybe not. Let's see. Trying to get her straight here. Let me see. There a little T. Let's see, maybe a little higher up. That's not too bad. Alright.
Let's try to love you and me. I'll go first so you can see. Why don't we feel for each other?
So part of me wants to finish up Bob Marley. Let's see. I think I want to color that one. It's like so many things I want to do, and it's like trying to keep up with my brain.
Why don't we feel for each other? Can we still feel for one another? Why don't we feel for each other? Can we still feel for one another? Feel for me, my brother. Feel for me, my brother.
Hey Julie, are you aware of Trump going to? I think he was doing it in Scotland. I can't remember where, but he was making golf courses and promising all kinds of stuff. Is that like in your guys' neck of the woods, or not that every area in Scotland is you guys, but I just saw a news article where they were talking about how he just got laughed out of Scotland. I think it was Scotland. I can't remember. But I immediately thought of you guys. And I'm like, oh, I gotta ask. I gotta ask. How he tried to get somebody's place condemned or confiscated by the government because he thought it looked too unseemly or not neglected or something like that, and he could do a better job or some BS. And it was because it was close to his golf resort or something like that he was making this big old fuss. But he promised all kinds of like houses and things to give back to your guys' community when he doesn't even do that for ours. Not sure. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know if it was you guys, if it was Scotland. I gotta look it up again. But I was laughing my ass off. And I think he showed up at maybe a parliament or a government hearing of some sort, complaining. I'm like, listen, look at this. This is... No wonder people think Americans are freaking crazy. It's like he's complaining about somebody else's property. It's like, dude, you don't even live here. What are you doing here? But because he's got a golf course that abuts their, or is close to their homes, I think he built up houses, or not houses, he built up trees, had trees planted, big trees, so they wouldn't show this other guy's home. You know, didn't have a view of his golf course. This is insane. I'm like, oh man. If he keeps it up, we won't be able to export him to another country. But you guys are more than welcome to him. I'll give you a Trump starter kit. It's like, take him, please. Make her a little smaller. Oh, I need to make her very much smaller if I want to get her tail in. I think I want to throw some fish in there or something like that. Yeah, she's gonna be a plain little mermaid. Let's see. Give her a cute tail. Oops. Guess not everything can be doom and gloom here. Let's see. Ooh, could have made her into a turtle. Could put a little turtle here and have her riding on the turtle. Let's see, maybe. Oops. Alrighty, little anemone. Alright. Oh, where'd her tail go? Oh, I deleted it. God damn. Oh, these things happen, I guess. Let's see, transform. Let's see. I want to take up more of this space here. If I turn it a bit. There we go. Silly Kim deleted her own mermaid tail. Okay. And just noticed it. Sad, sad, sad. Need some coffee stat. Julie, I'm going to make you Minister of Coffee. Or is that the job that Ian gave you? Zoom in. Let me stop. That's not funny, Kim. It's not funny at all. All right. Let's see. She's outside, so it's kind of hard to tell what her skin tone is. So let's see. I want to put something here. Haven't decided yet. All right. Dun 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 dun. We'll make that the bass tone. Oops. That way I don't lose my lines. Put it on another layer. I have to think about what kind of little outfit I want to put on her. Just trying to fill these in without driving myself crazy. It's like when I want it to fill, it doesn't want to fill. It's like, I know can't do that, Captain. I get that little symbol. I can't do that, Captain. Can't do that, Captain. I got it, Captain. Aye, aye. All right. All right. I should do a little, I should do a mermaid, maybe a punk rock merman. That'd be kind of cool. He's gonna have like fish hooks in him, harpoons in him. This could make him into like maybe a shark. Or, not a shark, either a dolphin, like the wayward dolphin. That'd be funny. Let me see. So we'll save that, and I'll bring that into the other program. But that idea, let's see, what time is it? Oh, I think I got time, cuz. Let's see. Let's see if I can find maybe Billy Idol. Is that what his name was? Typing in punk rock guy. Misunderstood. Oh, misunderstood. I'm just so edgy. Let's see. Somebody who has a lot of expression. Or I could just see if I could find a crazy angry guy. Some of these guys are too pretty. Let's see. He's not animated enough. I want to do an animated guy. A guy that's like just in movement or motion. Let's see. He's interesting, but he's got like glasses on. Yeah, I'll show you my screen. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Someone in motion. I like that with the gorgeous hair. Punk's hairstyles. Let's see. I like this, but he's not in motion. He's in motion, but he's got glasses on. Let's see. I think I want to combine like several people together. See, I'm trying to get my iPad on here so that you guys can see like the more accurate colors. Because I can show my screen, but I can't show, you know, my computer screen, but I can't seem to bring my iPad onto it. Okay, so I like how he's got craziness going on with his hands. Let's see. Oh, now that could be kind of crazy. I can change his expression. Let's see. Now instead of playing a guitar, what sea creature would he be playing? Let's. Oh, this is funny. I like that. They're all musical notes and stuff. Musical things. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so if we're doing a top-down kind of guy, like I can when there's peace and quiet. That's funny. Don't tell Ian. Shh. He goes on his little walkabout. Okay, so what's a long sea creature? We can do an eel, so he can be playing an eel. Playing with his sea snake. Let's see. He could be playing a musical anchor. Let's see, I can do that. We'll just turn it into a lute. I can do that. So I'll take this pose. I gotta make his head a little bit bigger. And I can make bubble musical notes. Lenny Kravitz, that would be cool. Lenny Kravitz playing an anchor lute. We'll have, should I have, let's see. Let's see. Gotta figure out where the strings would be. So I'll turn this into like a guitar. And then his... Let's see if I can find either that or Jimi Hendrix. That'd be kind of cool. See how my ideas just seem to evolve? This is insane how it changes. Okay, so whoever I can find first. Let's see. He's adorable too, this Billy Joe Armstrong. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a cute picture of him. Let's see. Yeah, he's darling. Let's see. Him in his younger days. Let's see if we can find one where he's looking at us. That one might not be bad, but... Oh! Look at that face. Do we want him to look scared? I was like, huh? I don't have any expressions like that, so I think that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to grab that. Let's see. And put it in my MerMayhem stack. There we go. So I can add his face. And I'll use a little bit of his coloring. And I'll go back and see if I can find the punk rock guy. I didn't have to go too far. Let's see, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? That's cool. I like perspective like that. There he is. Fisheye punk rock guy. You can just borrow that for a second. Alright. So I take ideas like that and then just combine them with each other. And manipulate it a bit. Maybe it'll even change after that. So back to where we were. Now you guys know what I'm working on next. Just for giggles, we'll turn his head here, this way. Start another layer. I'm going to make that one a little bit more opaque. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 6 o'clock. Let's see how much we can get done in about 20 minutes. I tell myself that, and then I screw myself over. Okay. By giving myself a time limit. It's like, what is he seeing? I could do, let's see. Trying to think, what can I do? He can either see a shark pass overhead. He can see, like, maybe I'll have something, whatever it's making his eyes wide at, have a silhouette of a shadow of some sort overhead. Love that eyeshadow. That mascara. So now I gotta change the title of my live stream to 3 poses. See, this is why shit doesn't get done. Let's see, we'll see if we can accomplish the same thing in I am a Rolling Stone. And it's funny, whenever I draw, I take myself wherever the wind takes me. And I hate to say that it's hard to stay on task, but it's like, you know, maybe some tasks have outlived their usefulness. I don't know. That's why I try to get it done as fast as I can before the muse leaves me. It's like there's so many things in the world to draw. So many interesting people. Now, if he drowns puppies, then, you know, all bets are off if I complete it. Unless there's a puppy next to him. And he's like a little murdog. Murdog. I'm a murdog. Let's see. I gotta do a Beatles. Like I had asked. I remember when I was working at Michael's art supply store, arts and crafts store. My Toys R Us. They were selling this huge canvas. I mean, the beast was big canvas. And I was like, oh God, what would I put on that canvas? And the first thought that came to me was like Beatles. It's got to be the Beatles. See, I was working on one picture where the Beatles are facing each other. Young Beatles and old Beatles. And then I was going to render it. And I think I only got as far as the young Beatles. Let's see. I never got to the older Beatles. So it's kind of like, before you die, you need to finish something like this. It would have been so cool. It would have been black and white. I guess it's never too late to get to it. Try to get that shape of his jaw. Let's see. Let's see. His eyes aren't that wide. Try to close up the gap, and then I'll come back around with some other lines. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can make it look more like him. I'm going to drop the opacity on this one. Well, let me get the, let's see, should I get the rest of the body in? Face is the most important one for me. So he's got an ugly face and I want to keep going. Okay. Make sure it's okay that it's a little warped. Let's see. Like he's all right.
Didn't look at where I was standing. Yeah. I thought that we could meet. But here we are now, two restless souls, lost in a room full of strangers. Oh, I wanna wash that fella from your face, and maybe you can keep me away from dangers. Let's dig out together, baby. Oh, and spend some time just you and me. I wanna set you free when no one else is there to see. Everybody knows you're a lady, baby. But your eyes are telling me that there is more to see. Let's make our own destiny. Let's sneak out together, baby. This evening will soon be over, and we'll be back in the roles we played. Always caught in the charades of life, longing for the sweet day. But this can be our moment. Let's seize it here and now. Let's leave this room full of strangers. Oh,
Oops, oops, oops. Collapse, collapse. We're going down. Okay, change this brush to that. We'll take these guys down.
I wanna set you free when no one else is there to see. Everybody knows you're a lady. But your eyes keep telling me
This brush is very big.
there is more to see. Let's make our own destiny. Let's sneak out together, baby. Yeah. It's all I wanna do. never gonna let you go, never gonna let you go. Oh, I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go, never gonna let you go. Oh.
All right, not bad. All right, let's zoom out. Let's see, his chin is a little bit wider, but that's okay. Do, do, do. Let's see, and then this one. Man, I wish I would have embraced the guitar like I did while, with drawing. Because I draw my ass off. When I was a kid, I would just keep drawing. Even if my stuff sucked, I just kept drawing. I didn't care. All right, now we have an opportunity to mess with his hair. We can either keep the same hairstyle or I can throw in these beautiful little mohawks. Let's see. I like how his hair is black though. Sounds like blue-black. Let's see. But it's cut off. So, let's see. I'm like, what would you use to keep your hair stiff underwater? Let's see. But I think there'd be a lot of fun with these different hairstyles. Like, let's see. let's see. I could give him a faux hawk where he's got he still has his hair, but it's like coming up like a mohawk. Let's see, where'd he go? Let's see. Make sure I got everything here. He looks weird. Let's see. I don't think I need those lines. Oh, I've got 2 minutes. Let's see. I think I want something living in his hair. Oh, I could put a turtle shell on his head. Play with this a little bit later. Something sea creature-ish. Is there maybe a shark fin? Maybe I can make a shark fin looking thing. Maybe make his maybe not. We'll play with it later. Alright, so that's where I am thus far. There's that one. That was pose number 1. Or pose 3. 2. And number 1. We'll zoom out. But gotta figure out how I'm going to. I'm thinking of having the tail come behind the anchor and then wrap around. That might make more sense. And then see if I can figure out what this gun is going to look like coming straight at us. Or I could bring it back down as if she's holding it and getting ready to shoot. Alright, so that's what that's where I am. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Julie, you were always a pleasure. And I will see you guys on the morrow. Bye-bye.